homework. Everyone was excited. It was half term for homework, said Mrs. May. I'd like you to keep an autumn diary. Oh no, said Beef. Homework. Chip found Gran. We can't stay with you all week, he said. We've got to keep a nature diary. It's homework. Don't worry, Gran replied. We can get the homework done and have some fun. The next day, Dad took Beef and Chip to Gran's. They picked up Nadim on the way. He was going too. It will be fun at Gran's, said Beef. I know, said Nadim, but when will we get time to write our nature diary? They got to Gran's, but she didn't come to the door. 시 어딨어? How odd, 이상해, said Dad. She knows we are coming. Let's look in the garden. 가든으로 가볼까? There are lots of things in the garden. How odd, 이상해, said Beef. Why has Gran put sunbaths out? Where is sunbath? Sunbath is? Here, sunbath. It's not summer. 어떻게 들리지? What happened to mother? Grandma. Suddenly, Gran opened the door of the shed. Surprise, she said. The children looked inside. They all gasped. I've made a nature laboratory, said Gran. We can do the nature project in here. It will be fun. Nature project. 재밌겠다. 그치? Nature.
Nature 자연이야?
Bird? Yes, right. It's 자연. We call it 자연. Wow.
근데
bird.
어린이 키 많은 꽃이 있어.
아 진짜?
진짜 사실이야.
궁금하다. What's that name?
몰라.
Gran took the children into the woods.
이렇게 가.
그렇게 가? Let's
No,
start
like
with the trees, she said. They collected lots of different leaves. Gran gave Nadim paper and crayons. Put the paper against the tree, then rub the crayon over it, she said. It's called the bark rubbing. bark rubbing이라 그러고 이거는. Back in the laboratory, they looked at the bark rubbings. bark rubbing 봤어? Each type of tree has a different bark. Oh, said Nadim. They stuck the leaves in their diaries. Diary 다 stuck 하고 있어. Gran had seeds from the trees. We will plant this in pots. 이게 pots. We plant these seeds in pots, she said. One day they will grow into trees, right?
Yeah.
The next morning, Gran got up early. She mixed seeds and nuts with melted fat, 녹은 fat 지방, and poured it into little pots. What is that smell? asked Chip. Breakfast, said Gran. I don't want to eat that, said Beef. It's not for you, said Gran. It's for the birds. For the birds. When the fat had sat in the pots, Gran hung them in the garden. She hung the pot in the garden. We can watch the birds, she said. In the afternoon, 그럼 여기 새들이 와서 이렇게 먹는 거지. Right? In the afternoon, Gran took them to a special place in the woods. 이거 우리 만들어보자. Now for a secret, said Gran. Look. The children looked around. There were colored mushrooms everywhere. It's amazing, gasped Nadim. Look, but don't touch, said Gran. On the way home, Chip found some marks in the mud. Some marks. What is that? Are they animal tracks? I said. Animal tracks? What kind of animal? 마르크하면 뭐야? 자국이야, 자국. Gran got some powder out of her bag. She mixed it with water and made a paste. 이렇게 워터랑 같이 섞으면 어떻게 돼? 페이스트가 되지. 걸쭉한 죠. Then she poured the paste onto the animal track. 이 animal track에다 pour. This is plaster. plaster가 안 돼. said Gran.
파스타가 뭐야?
Plaster? 이게 plaster래. It will dry in the shape of the animal track. It's called a cast. cast라 그러는데. animal track 남은 걸. 이게 cast인가 봐. 본 적 있어? They took the cast back to the laboratory. Biff looked up the animal track in a book. It's from a badger, she said. badger야?
badger가 뭐야?
badger라는 동물이래, 이거는. Tonight I have another surprise, said Gran. We need to wrap up worm, and we will need the sunbaths. Sunbaths? asked Biff. They lay on the sunbath and looked up the sky. The sky was full of shooting stars. This is amazing, said Chip. And it's your homework, said Gran. After reading, turn to page 4 or 5. Ask, how do you think